Well, good morning and welcome back to the Danny Derringer Radio Show. I'm Danny Derringer, your radio host, and this is another episode for the Tribunal. Well, today I am joined by one of my best friends ever in the entire world, Ethan Johnston.
Hi, I'm here.
So yeah, like I said before, it's going to be kind of a thing where I talk about like security and Project Derringer instead of like listen to actual music so I don't get copyrighted. So yeah. So today is Scratch Day. It's Scratch Day.
Yeah.
It's the Scratch episode that I talked about before, a little bit. I don't know how much I actually talked about it, but yeah. So, I just realized something. But, it's okay. But yeah, it's Scratch Day, so we're going to talk about Scratch.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we're also in the car. It's going to be kind of noisy car things.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Scratch?
I don't know where to start.
So I'll have to leave this app actually to go and find Scratch, the demo for Scratch. I don't know if I'll be able to play it either. So
I might be able to find it.
I might just be able to like add it in and be like, oh that was sounding great. Like that was the first take, and then we can play it from there. He's looking. Yeah. We got about a week and a half left of March, and Denise and I are leaving on a trip, which you'll hear all about because our plan is to record a bunch of episodes for the Tribunal over the week that we are on our trip. We're also gonna vlog it a little bit. We don't really know yet, but yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting when you guys find out where we're going. My uncle just texted me because I was on Facebook this morning and I was like just looking through and I was like, hey, that's the truck he has. Why did he sell it? So I messaged him. I was like, hey, did you sell the hunting truck? Because it was the truck we use for hunting. And he was like, yeah, I got a new Colorado and everything. So yeah, I was like, huh, didn't know that. And he just messaged me because I was a little worried about it. It's like, oh, we're not going hunting anymore. But he got a new truck, so it's okay. Also, shout out to Larry Allen. Hey, thank you for listening. I know you enjoy listening to the stuff like this. Oh, okay. So yeah, we're gonna play the Scratch demo right now. So enjoy it. In 3, 2, 1. yeah, that was the first. It was like the first demo of Scratch. I believe that's what Ethan sent out for us to like listen to it and be able to understand it. Like, hey, this is what everyone's doing. It's like I think I had the most electronic music parts in it. The demo, I think, had the bass wasn't recorded. I don't think.
No, the bass was MIDI, and so were the drums.
Yeah. So that's a bunch of deer.
Yeah, there's a deer.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 deer. Oh dear. Oh, there's a 5th one. Get out of here. Oh, 6, 7.
All right. Well,
Lots of deer. Anyway, yeah. So, Scratch is our first single by the band Security. It took us roughly 4 months.
no,
3 months, 2 months.
2 months. About 2 months.
It took us 2 months to release and get out there. It was very exciting because we had plans for a different song
Yeah.
to be our first single, and then Ethan was like, "Well, I wrote this song in about like 40 minutes. You guys want to listen to it?"
Yeah. See, it just came pretty quickly because I had this I had this riff going on a few days, like a few weeks prior, and I was like, I don't know what to do with it. But I was eventually like, you know what? I think I might be able to just put it onto something. So I just recorded the guitar parts, and I ended up finding out the chorus part, and I was like, you know what, this works. And then it just eventually just all started pouring out of me in practically a single day. The only thing that I didn't get done that single day was all of the vocal recordings, and that's it.
And let me tell you, his vocal recordings, like, this man's here. If he wants to re-record something, he's going to re-record it. Like, there's no doubt about it. You cannot stop him. He's going.
Yes, it's just part of the recording process.
But
It's just part of it.
Ethan does a lot of re-recording. A lot. Like, we thought we were done with, like, everything ready to post, and he's like, I think I'm going to redo the vocals again. We're just like, okay, you do that.
Believe it or not, when we release the album version of Scratch, I'm gonna redo a few things. I'm gonna record actual drums, and I'm also gonna see if I can retouch any vocals on there.
So, yeah. The lineup for the song Scratch is Ethan on vocals, Matthew Converse on lead guitar, Alex Mosley on backup guitar, Chris on bass, and Braxton Manning on drums. It's a very interesting song. It's very nice. The song is literally about animals in Ethan's walls.
Yeah, there's literally like it's like a squirrel or like a rat, not a rat, like a mouse or something that just lives in my wall, and like there's some nights where I just cannot sleep because this thing is scratching at my wall. Also banging in my vents. I do hear it thumping around in the vents.
So, Ethan, if you want to go ahead and play the actual song that you've released on Spotify, yeah. So, this is the actual released recording of the song Scratch.
I don't know how up to date it is. This might be an old project. I don't know. We'll see.
That was very loud. That scared me.
Hold on a second. This one still has the count.
Oh, that literally made me jump. I was I was driving. I was like, oh.
sleeps like he knows my face, but doesn't know the time. Oh, when I'm gone, I'm under the rug so I can live my life. I can't sleep at night, knowing where you go. And staying here, though I don't know what you are. Scratching on my walls, making elements. Can't escape the bars. And digging, scratch.
And that is Scratch, the single release for the band Security.
Yes.
Yeah.
That came out February 29th.
Yes. The Leap Day.
Yeah, Leap's interesting.
Yeah, so that's the song. Ethan, you want to talk about it some more?
You have any questions on it? Because half the time I don't know exactly where to start because there's so much that I could go on.
Well, we already know the inspiration of where it came from.
Yes.
What was your favorite part to record? What was your favorite part? Which was your least favorite part?
I loved recording the vocals. The vocals were fun to an extent. There was a point where I got a hand cramp in the middle of a recording, but I sadly don't have that. Also, this is the recording, like this is the song that I decided to start saving some fail recordings when I do vocals and stuff like that. So I can save them in the studio mix, and I can come back to those and use those if I ever need to. Which I actually have a few vocal fails, speaking of which. And I guess I'm willing to be rid of my dignity for some of these vocal fails. But
so we're gonna do that later in the episode.
Yeah.
For now, but yeah. So favorite part was vocals to an extent. What was your least favorite part to record?
I'd say also vocals. I really loved recording all of it. The solo was fun. Also, the nice little lead parts. I really liked this part.
So is that a layered effect? Is that it's layered or it's octave or?
Kind of. I mean, what do you mean?
So is it doubled up so that it gives it more sound or?
Yeah, they're panned to both sides. I've done a really interesting effect on the chorus part of those, because that's the lead part, which what I've wanted to do for it is I have it kind of staggered the way they play, so I don't know how well you'll be able to hear it, but you can kind of hear how different it sounds by itself without everything else in the background, so.
So I can already tell from Ethan's face, the way he was like looking at, like listening to his guitar riff, that's gonna get re-recorded. I already can tell you that's.
It might, because it felt like something was set differently there. I kind of want to test this out. Hold on. It like offsets. I didn't know it did that. I definitely didn't notice in the recording. But yeah, while that's playing, it's just simply the rhythm guitar. Just. But yeah, those are two different guitar sounds. Those aren't like the same thing layered, but yeah.
So I know that Band Security has been working on like album stuff. Where would you put Scratch ranking out of all the recording, like all the recordings of those songs? Where would you put Scratch at? Like ranking like easiest to hardest, like
easiest to hardest.
Yeah, or most fun to least fun, I guess you could say.
Okay, well, like most fun to play or listen to?
Both.
I think it's, probably really easy, so I'd put it in like 8, 7 for easiness. Because it's really just the same few chords as typical American music. Let's see.
I must apologize for the wind outside.
Yeah.
Making my car make noises. And it's just like squeak, 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 squeak.
But
it's kind of annoying.
Fun to play. Also, I'd say I'd probably put it at a 7 out of 8 for all those questions.
Nice. So, how many songs are planned to be on the album? I know this is supposed to be a Scratch episode, but how many?
I think we were thinking around maybe 12, if not a little more.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, the next part that we'll be doing is the voice fails. So, yeah, and we'll get to the voice fails soon. And that soon is now, actually. So,
well, actually, do we want to look at like regular isolated vocals, or do we want to do the fails?
So we can do isolated vocals first.
Regular isolated vocals.
Yeah, regular isolated, and then we can do isolated fails. If that's what you want to do. I don't know how the volume thing is right now.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't think it's silent. But...
Oh, it's hidden. Okay.
Okay, I'll have mine all the way up. So.
Yeah, okay.
We'll give it a quick listen.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm driving again, by the way, too. So yay.
Every night I try and sleep, there's always something there. Digging, scratching, always searching, noises I can't bear. Makes me want to sleep outside, but elsewhere's way too cold. In my mind I can't stop screaming at this little friend of mine. I hear sleep at night, knowing where you go. Here, staying here, though I don't know what you are. Scratching at my walls and banging in the bells. Can I escape the bars that dig and dig and dig and dig and scratch? Scratch.
So, interesting. You can hear they're definitely all soaked with reverb and echo, but all of that until like the second part of the chorus, those are all new takes. That second part right there, that's actually like the original take. That's like when I did like the very first take.
I was gonna ask you, like, how many takes did it take?
It's taken multiple takes, especially on the second chorus part. But yeah,
could you go higher with the other part?
But one of the fails here is for the first chorus. I think it.
I was gonna say do them together, but okay. I was gonna say do all the fails together.
Well,
then you can go through choruses. So.
No, I think it's better to do it back to back. But funny thing is that I actually recorded a lot of things, a lot of my vocals earlier here with an $11 like microphone. It's like a tiny little silver microphone that you see in like TikTok videos or something like that, and it's actually surprisingly good. It works fairly well, but if you're too loud, it cuts pretty bad, and you get something like this.
Can't sleep at night, knowing where you crawl. No, this was going to be so good.
Yeah, so it does that, and that was also during like the earlier takes when I wasn't used to singing in distorted voice, because I don't know, I haven't really been doing much, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna record something, so I just went the whole thing. But this sounds better in later ones because I eventually got more warmed up and did it in later days. Anyway, now we can continue to the second bit, the second verse and chorus. So.
Have a friend who pays no rent, his presence is his change. Finds his way into every moment, thinks he's not to blame. Go to sleep like he knows my face, but doesn't know the time. I want him gone, want him under the rug so I can live my life. I can't sleep at night, knowing where you crawl. Yeah, staying here, though I don't know what you are. Scratching at my walls, banging elephants. Can't escape the pause, dig and dig and dig and dig and scratch.
So I do have one question. So is it it's I don't know if this is just like, I don't know, just sleeps. Is it go to sleeps or is it like sleep? Because it sounds like go to sleeps, like it's plural.
Oh, it's go to sleep. But see, the original sentence was go to sleep, and it's like he knows my face, but that's really hard to throw into like a sentence fluently. So go to sleep's like he knows my face. So you kind of have to slur it a little bit to make it fit.
I definitely heard that. I was like, sleep or sleeps?
Yeah. But yeah, that second part there was where I went a lot higher. That one, my voice was about done by the time I recorded that. I recorded it so many times over and over again, just couldn't get it.
So are you more comfortable in the like the lower notes or higher notes, like middle tone?
Yeah, I think the lower first notes they feel a lot better. But I really love being able to do higher stuff. But yeah, so we can show some of the fails after that.
the second part, second verse, chorus area.
Okay, so this bit here, I think that I was recording some. I was recording the second verse, and I just forgot how I had it sung the first time, so I just kind of fell apart.
Have a friend who pays no rent. His presence is a change. Finds his way into every moment. Thinks he's not to blame. I go to sleep as well, and he doesn't know the time. When I'm gone, I'm under the rock and live my life of mine.
So yeah, I just kind of gave up, but that was with the first microphone that I accidentally ended up, the first $11 microphone that I accidentally ended up kind of breaking, because I get frustrated and I yell into it, and then it distorts, and now it doesn't sound good, but it sounds a lot more muffled than the second one. The second one sounds a lot more clear.
So,
that was before I broke the first one.
what I must say is, by the end, when you're like, "Fine," it sounded like an Alice Cooper thing. Like, it definitely, like, because his stuff is a lot like, sometimes it can, mostly like sometimes it can be like darker and stuff.
Yeah.
But he brings on a kind of a characteristic. Brings on a characteristic of like playing with his voice, kind of like kind of what you did there, and it was, you know, at the end of that, it just was like, huh, that kind of sounded like Alice Cooper. It's a cool comparison.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, now here's
On with
the dreaded
trails.
second chorus. I don't even remember what happens here, but I know I'm not gonna like it, so.
Can't sleep at night, knowing where you grow. Yeah, staying here, though I don't know what you are. Scratching at my walls, hanging in the. Yeah, let's give the ball. Yes, it's scratch. These vocals are scratch. I messed up so bad.
It's a lot better to listen in the context with the music, which we will do eventually. That one, I just knew it was going bad, so I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, another comparison to another singer. At the end of that, kind of at the end of it, near the end, you sounded like Haywood Banks, the comedy singer. Like the voice that he puts on for like some of the stuff that he does is hilarious, and the way that you were able to combine that into there. Jeez, croipy.
My dad's not home yet.
Sharp turn.
Okay, but we'll go through this last one, which is the one where I was just doing a warm-up, but I was recording it for some reason. I was doing a run-through without vocal distortion so I can warm up my voice, and I didn't know I was recording, so I was like, okay, well, there's that. I'm gonna turn on an extra track in the background, so then you can,
it's this one.
so it feels better with the context.
Okay.
Can't sleep at night, knowing where you crawl, and staying here, though I don't know what you are. Scratching at my walls, banging in the vents, and I escape the point, dig and scratch. I don't know why I was recording. I think I wanted to try it, and then I just decided never mind, but that was a clean take, and I'm really pitchy today. Scratch. And now here's a guitar solo.
Very nice.
Yeah, the reason it kind of like went away for a little bit and then came back was because I record my vocals in my bedroom because it sounds a lot better. I was home alone. I wanted to make sure that nobody came home when I was in the middle of sounding like a dying cat. So I went out to go check out my bedroom window as I was still singing, so that's why it kind of went away like that.
Yes. Well, thank you for joining us today with the music and everything.
Yeah.
It's definitely been nice to listen to Scratch and everything. How many, do you know how many listens you've gotten on it?
We have, I think, 108 last time I checked.
That's very good. That's nice.
We definitely need to get that up. Go ahead, check it out. Security. Look up Scratch by Security on Spotify or literally any music platform. Eventually, we should have lyrics out for it, which that are synced with the music. So that should be out soon, up and running, so you can hear the lyrics and hopefully sing with it.
Well, thank you for joining me on the Danny Derringer Show, radio show. I hope to have you back for more music stuff.
Yeah.
And this has been the Danny Derringer Radio Show. I'm Brian. I'm Danny Derringer, and I have been joined today by
Ethan Johnston of Security.
Yeah. Shake your hand again. And this has been another episode for the Tribunal. Go listen to the other episodes. The EMB Talk Show, the EAB Broadcast.
Scratch by Security.
Yeah. Go and check it out.
Hopefully we'll have it out soon. Yeah. We'll have an album out soon. And more songs and stuff to go over. And hopefully more bandmates to talk to.
Yeah. And until next time, Yapios.